viewers to the last episode of the series Indian Press Law. And in today's last episode, we will be talking about cybercrime and related laws in India. So, let's start.
Hello and welcome viewers. So in this lesson we will be studying about the definition of cybercrime, hackers. We will be knowing more about hackers, following with different types of cybercrime. Finally we will be talking about the punishment relating with cybercrime. So let's start. Now students, before starting our discussion, first we must know what cybercrime is and what are the impact and benefits the cyber criminals gain from such. Now, according to the definition, any crime that involves network is cybercrime or computer crime. That means where computer is mandatory. Another term is called the internet crime. Criminal activities for exploiting the internet. Where the criminal activities is exploiting the internet. Now, this crime is not only limited to theft, but hampering the nation's security, copyright infringement, and most important part is child pornography. This is a threat to individual privacy, like photos, data, and stolen by attackers. In cybercrime, identity theft, financial theft, and spying. In this crime, government agents are also involved, right? So how the government agents are involved? Here is mentioned some examples. First example, the NSA, National Security Agency of US, was held responsible for spying on millions of online users. And the second example goes like Chinese hackers involved in constantly hacking into big organizations. Thus in this type of criminal activities, the government agents are also involved. So, such criminal activities carried out online involving nation and state's machinery is known as cyber welfare. So what is cyber welfare? Any activities carried out online involving nation and state's machinery is known as cyber welfare. So now moving on to the next part of this video, that is the hackers. Who is doing or who is committing this cyber crime? So let's continue with the next slide. While discussing about hackers, always a negative impact portrays in our brain. But hacker is not always doing the wrong. Hacker is not always on the wrong foot. So who is a hacker? A hacker is someone who breaks into computer or computer network. It can be for a good cause and it can be for misleading people, right? Now hackers are motivated to commit such crimes either for financial gain, protesting against any political activities, just to challenge the limits of his skill and expertise the field. Not all hackers shows their skills in performing criminal activities. Mind it. I repeat, not all hackers shows their skills in performing criminal activities. Some hackers also look for loopholes and backdoor software and websites, which is ethical hacking. With having a little knowledge of ethical hacking, I can say that not all hackers is committing some criminal activities, right? So there is a term ethical hacking as well. But unfortunately, they are not benefited with credits or rewarded by showing his skill for good intentions. Now students, we will be discussing the difference between hackers and crackers. Some experts distinguish hackers from crackers. A hacker is someone who carries out such activities with good intentions, and a cracker do the same, but his main objective is to cause harm. Clear? Now cybercrime can be classified in the following manners. First, the crime in which computer is targeted, and the second, the crime in which computer is weaponed. So the basic difference between this is, first is the computer where it is targeted, that means it's for the sake of a good purpose, and the second one is for destructive purpose, using the computer as weapons. Now we will be moving on to the next part of this video, that is the different types of cybercrime. So here I have mentioned the 10 types of cyber crimes which we will be discussing in 10 different slides. So let's start with the first part, that is the computer intrusion. Computer intrusion. This is the first type of cybercrime. Now, malicious activities that harms a computer in unexpected manner is considered as computer intrusion. How it harms? By attacking involves spread of viruses into different personal computers. And the effect of this spreading of virus is the denial of services and the exploitation of operating system and the software. So this was computer intrusion, which is very common type of cyber crime. Following to the next part, that is social engineering. First of all, I want to spread social engineering into two parts: email bombing and email spoofing. So the meaning of social engineering is nothing but fooling the victim by sending him emails or calling him. Why calling? For asking like passwords and important informations like the CVV numbers of credit card, just to fraud that particular victim by spoofing, by continuously spamming in the email, and by email bombing, means sending thousands of emails to a victim, causing the victim's mail account or mail service to crash. Data digging simply means juggling with the data, replacing the original data with untrue information, with fake informations. So data digging is a type of cybercrime in which data is altered as it is entered into a computer system. Who alters this data? Either by any viruses or by any clerk, man-made or through computer viruses. So computer processing of the altered data results in fraudulent benefit. Masquerading simply means anonymously disturbing the victim. So in this type of attacker system is fooled by a situation where a bully creates a fake identity to harass someone anonymously. In addition to creating a fake identity, the bully can impersonate someone else to send malicious messages to the victim. So to put it straight, this means anonymously disturbing or harassing the victim. Now moving on to the next part, that is denial of service, which is very commonly known as DOS attack. Viewers, DOS attack is pretty much self-explanatory. As the name suggests, denial of service, intent to make resources or service unavailable to the intended users. That means crashing the whole system. Moving on to the next part, that is Smurf attack. This attack generates large amount of traffic on a victim's network, which causes the network to crash. Smurf attack is a type of DOS attack. So DOS and Smurf are related. So now we will be moving on to the seventh part, that is logic bomb. Logic bomb attack is related to event attack. That means logic bomb is an event driver attack. This type of attack activates only if certain event occurs. So without any event, logic bomb cyber attack can't occur. So while online ongoing program, this logic bomb can be attacked. Now the second or the eighth part is that salami attacks. It carried out for financial gains. Very interesting. So salami attacks are carried out for financial gains. Key is to make small changes to get unnoticed. That means suppose there are 10,000 account holders in any bank, be it any bank, nationalized, non-nationalized, any bank. So every account holder is being debited ₹1 each month. That means the bank employee is involved in unauthorized debit. So a small drop of water can make an ocean. This is the example of salami attack, where from every individual person's account, a small amount is charged, a small amount is debited that is unauthorized, and that is without the consent of that particular account holder. So this kind of attack is involved, and this kind of attack is involved by the bank organizers, by the bank employees also. talking about social media target, that we all know. On Facebook and other social media, uploading or spreading of objectionable or communal sensitive multimedia content of masses, defaming someone's image is a cybercrime. It's forgery. It is a white-collar crime that generally refers to false making or material alternating to legal instrument. Fine. So what's the difference between forgery and data digging? The basic difference is, in forgery, it is a white-collar crime that refers to false making or material alteration. In data digging, it only alters the data. In forgery, it alters the material itself of a legal instrument. Fine. So this was the 10 types of cybercrime. Now talking about the punishment and damage. So first discussing the section 43 of Information Technology Act 2000. Whoever destroys, deletes, alters and disrupts or causes disruption of any computer with the intention of damaging the whole data of the computer system without the permission of the owner of the computer shall be liable to pay a fine up to 1 crore to the person who affected by the way of remedy. Clear? So that means whoever destroys, deletes, alters, disrupts or cause any disruptions to any computer with the intention of damaging the whole data without the permission of the owner, with the intention of damaging without the permission of the owner, shall be liable to pay up to 1 crore, and the person who affected the way of remedy. Now moving on to the next part. Now according to section 43 capital A of the Information Technology Act, this was amended in 2008 of the Information Technology Act, the 43 capital A. That means in the previous slide we have discussed 43. Now talking about 43 capital A, where a body corporate is maintaining and protecting the data of person as provided by the central government. If there is any negligent act or failure in protecting the data or information, then a body corporate shall be liable to pay compensation to the person so affected. Which means our data are safe with the government. So in case of any negligence of the data, then the corporate body will be liable to compensate the person so affected. Now moving on to the next part, that is section 66, which deals with hacking and computer system. Basically it provides imprisonment for 3 years or imprisonment of 2 years and fine, or it can be of both imprisonment and fine. So when it comes for imprisonment, it's for 3 years, and when it comes for fine, the imprisonment is for 2 years plus fine, or it may be imprisonment plus fine. Now talking about the teens and the first time crime offenders. So usually the team of teens involved in this crime unknowingly, or which according to them is fun. So recently it was proposed by Home Minister and IT Department that first time offenders will be handed with leniency and with remedies like warning, counseling and parental guidance. Many people feel that the legal process initiated against a young and first time offender exposes him to social disgrace and adversely affects his study and career. So it will affect in a negative way, though they involved in this type of crime unknowingly as their child. So even though the court decides the intensity of punishment, people want government to make it a soft law, which would essentially help the first time offenders who committed this act without any pure intention. So this was it with the punishment part. So in this video we have discussed about the cybercrime, which includes the definition, hackers, types and punishment.
Thank you guys for watching this series. Keep supporting at Ease No Media.
So it was the series Indian Press Law. See you guys in the next series. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel for more updates.